Anthropology as a field, let's say, has different kind of branches. So like there's business anthropology, there's medical anthropology. So if we think about
What inspired you to do anthropology and sociology?
well, mainly as I've mentioned a little bit before, that I had an interest in history and cultures. So like learning about different cultures and the histories of the regions and the people always fascinated me. So
So, what were your
it was
topics that you studied in anthropology or sociology?
well, it's different kind of, it's mainly how to do cultural research. So that's like a predominant topic. It's like study a culture. Well, what does that mean? Well, first, like what is culture to begin with? What do you want to study? Is the shape of a table, is it culture? Like, or it's just like an accident? So first things first was how to approach studying culture and how to maintain your backgrounds while immersing in the other culture, because many anthropologists get so involved that they adapt the culture to themselves and then they want to continue living in it. So they stop being anthropologists and like they get overly immersed and they become part of the culture and leave their background. So that was like a very common theme for like anthropologists when science began. So it's like how to balance like your scientific view with being receptive and being able to take in and experience and observe the peculiarities and ways of life of other people.
How can anthropologists or sociologists make money?
Well, it's a very hot topic to answer that, but anthropology as a field, let's say, has different kind of branches. So like there's business anthropology, there's medical anthropology. If we think about business anthropology, so people go to different kind of companies to help manage the relationships and understand the culture and be able to, they're kind of like the intermediaries between different kind of groups of people inside a specific larger group of people. So they mediate and try to explain to the sides that don't understand each other, like, what's up? so
Yeah, even
so
marketing, right? Understanding markets of a country or a region or ethnicity and people, it's very important. For example, in Arabic world, they read from right to left.
sure.
So, a clothing ad which failed over there. In other countries, they would show a dirty shirt first and then a clean and white shirt for a detergent ad, right? So they
Okay.
tried to put the same board there, but what would that mean over there? They would see the clean shirt first and then the dirty shirt. So this detergent makes your clean shirts dirty just because of the way they read.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Like different kind of countries have like very different kind of cultural signals when it comes to expressing gratitude or trust or distrust. So it's also important to be like very culturally aware in a business setting. Like a very stereotypical example is like business relationships between Japanese and American people. The way they approach business is very different. So one is more straightforward and kind of pushing to like sign the contract and get the deal now. It's like time is money. Another one is more like walking around the ponds, trying to build trust, trying to see whether we could develop a relationship in a more trustworthy manner before we sign an agreement. Even the body language is different. So like cultural anthropologists do help to inform people about these kind of things and to educate them about that.
Is there anything specific to Lithuania or the Baltics countries in this case?
As I said, Lithuanians are quite reserved on standards, not all the time and not everyone definitely, but that's like a common theme. And we're not very touchy, so we don't like to touch each other too much. So that could be a little bit like intrusive in some parts.
So you don't
that's
hug.
important to know.
You don't hug or shake hands.
We shake hands. Yeah, that's common. And with friends, we also hug. Not everyone, but we do hug when we trust each other and we have developed a certain level of like intimacy between each other. Also, like kissing each other on the cheeks are becoming more popular as, like the country's culture is changing.
Like the
because
French?
definitely like
French way or like cheek in front of the face? Cheek in front of the face or like sideways?
sideways.
Okay. French types. Just the cheek touching the cheek.
Yes, mainly. So that is also becoming more common as the country, maybe it's part of the global warming. So it's like cultural warming as well.
We were seeing the kiss in the Greenland style. That's interesting.
Really?
They touch the nose to the cheek.
Ah, I did not know that. It's maybe something like relating to the colder climates, like, the kisses with the nose and all that kind of stuff.
Very interesting.
Watch full podcast on Rocklaz.
Rocklaz Radio.
Rocklaz.
Rocklaz.
Rocklaz Radio with Tanmay Shah.